Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're on a crossing from Georgetown, Bahamas, and we're going back to West Palm Beach in Florida. It's about a 36-hour journey. Expecting a bit of rough seas like during the way for about 5 or 6 hours of it. At the moment it's nice and calm, so we're just gonna knock up the crew some breakfast, and we'll do a bit of a Q&A at the end of this video as well. So stay tuned. Scrambled eggs with some chorizo, and yeah, I'm going to show you how I make it. Okay, so just going to add some chorizo to the pan and start rendering out all that fat. This is like quite a smoky and spicy chorizo, so it works really well with the eggs. Okay, so now I've rendered out some of the fat from the chorizo. I'm going to turn the heat right down, and then we're going to add our eggs. We're going to cook our eggs really nice and slowly. Normally I would add like butter and stuff into the eggs, but because I've got quite a lot of fat from the chorizo, that's going to flavour the egg. Okay, so now we're starting to cook up the eggs really slowly. You can see here, just starting to get some curds on the bottom. You just let it set and then scrape the curds away. This way you get these beautiful chunks and curds off. Okay, so you can see now that the egg is really starting to come together. So we're almost there. Just a few more minutes. If you notice it starts cooking too fast, just turn the heat down and just remove the pan from the heat, and then you should get that. Okay, so when we're at the stage, we're going to go in with just a little bit of molten salt to season. We don't want too much because we're going to add a bit of cheese as well, and cheese is a bit salty. So we're also going to add a good tablespoon of sour cream. And this is just going to help with the richness and make it a little bit more luxurious. So you can see here the eggs are beautiful and soft, they're not overcooked. So we'll just give it a little taste, see how we did. The spicy from the chorizo. The eggs are nice and like soft but fluffy. And you get like really nice curds of egg, which is like my favorite way to have scrambled eggs. Hey, so we're going to do a quick live on Instagram and get some Q&As, get some question and answers. One of the best ways, if you want to ask me any questions about yachting or cooking, sorry, it seems a bit rough. I'm always like doing lives on my Instagram, so you can always go on there, and I'll try and post some times a little bit more regularly for the future. But it's always a good place to get your questions answered. It's on my Instagram, your chef Jamie Tully, don't forget that. But we're at sea, so I don't know how good the signal's going to be, but we can try it. It's pretty rough here. So we're going to go live and see what we can do, see if it works. So I desperately need a haircut too. So one of the first questions here is quite a common one. Where is the best place to apply to get a job? The best place really is to go through yachting agencies. You've got My Burner in Palma, I think they're in London actually, and Amandine in Nice. They're like the two that I've used over the years, and yeah, they're like super connected to the industry. So yeah, you can try dark walking, and yeah, that way as well. Dark walking, networking through social media accounts, WhatsApp. There's a couple of good WhatsApp groups on. Where's my best place I've been to? Best place I've been to is probably the Maldives in terms of beauty and stuff like that. There's not really much there, but yeah, the water's like crystal clear. It's beautiful, it really is. Best place for a vision, Barcelona for sure. Barcelona is beautiful. We've got all Spanish seafood, Spanish meats, cured meats, fresh bread. Really is incredible. The La Boqueria in Barcelona is a chef. How long have we been at sea? I've been at sea, we left about 2 weeks ago now. But we've been at anchor in Georgetown in the Bahamas, so I've not been traveling the whole 2 weeks. Best place to get SDCW. There's quite a few places now all over the world. I got mine in the Isle of Wight, UKSA. It's like a week-long course. Yeah, so the the SDCW is the basic like sea survival course. You learn about first aid, how to flip a life raft, basic firefighting, basic usage of the emergency radios, VHF radios, and yeah, so you have to do it. It expires every 5 years. So, but after your 5 years, you just do a refresher, which is a 3-day course instead of a 5-day course. I think it cost me around, I think it was about £800 in UKSA, and that included accommodation and food. Best provisioning companies, Shoreside Support, they're pretty good. I've used them a few times. Yeah. So, do you ever get seasick? No, not really. I don't get seasick. Sometimes I feel a bit rough, but I never actually get seasick. Very rarely. I'm usually pretty good. What's the best thing about working on a yacht? I can't break it down to one thing, but I give you 3 things. Being able to travel, working with the best ingredients in the world, and earning like a really good salary. I suppose for me are the best. What is the best way to cook octopus? That's different. The best way to cook octopus is low and slow. I've always found, like, you kind of want to braise it for like probably 3 or 4 hours. Like, sort of get like a mirror pot of carrots, onions, celery, roast them off in a pan, top that with some stock. Use your little herbs, bay, thyme, like sort of really infuse that liquid full of flavour, and then add your octopus, and then it's probably about 3 or 4 hours. Slow braise. You can cook it fast, like I've seen people cook it fast, or obviously deep fry it and stuff, but for me I think you need to like braise it really nice and slowly, and then you can chill it down and then like cook it again. That works pretty well. My first private chef gig was at a ski chalet in Austria called Enzian. It's like a ski chalet, it's quite a big one. There's like 30 guests, 3 times a day, breakfast, lunch, dinner. No, it's like just breakfast, dinner. What yacht chefs inspire you? I'm quite lucky that a lot of my friends now are actually yacht chefs, become part of this community. Andrew Leacher is a good friend of mine, Danny Davis, Dean Harrison. The list goes on. There are some really cool guys in the industry right now, cooking out some amazing food and stuff. I'd definitely go follow them on Instagram. And where's your favourite restaurants to eat out? My favourite restaurant to eat out is probably Nobu. I love Nobu. The Nobu black cod, squid pasta, the little Wagyu wonton things. They're great. I also like eating in like real cheap places too. Like, do you need experience to work on a yacht? Absolutely. Yeah, you do need experience to work on a yacht in terms of like learning how to cook and organization and provisioning, stuff like that. A lot you can learn on the job, but yeah, you do need experience before coming onto a yacht. You do need a pretty good CV behind you. At the end of the day, you are working for like the world's wealthiest, rich and famous, and they have very high demands. So yeah, you definitely need experience for sure. What qualifications do you need to work on a yacht? Your basic ones are SDCW and your ENG1 medical. They're the 2 you need. If you're a chef, you're going to need your hygiene level as well, probably minimum level 2. What else do you need? Qualifications. Some boats now you need a ship's cook certificate if it's a larger boat. I think it's more than 10 crew. Okay guys, so we're going to leave it there with the question and answers today. If you you've got any more questions, obviously feel free to just comment on my Instagram or join one of my lives, and then also you can drop your questions in the comment section on YouTube as well. Yeah.